Each week, we have been discussing retirement myths with Integrity Financial Planning. And today, we're talking about the fifth myth. And joining us to talk about the final myth is Brian Bowen, the president of Integrity Financial Planning and the host of Retire with Integrity radio show, which can be heard on WFIR 107.3 FM and 960 AM Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. All right, so we're wrapping it up. This is the final myth, which is if something is really that good, everyone would be doing it, which sounds like pretty obvious to me, but why is that a myth?
Right, you know, it's too good to be true, you know, type of attitude. Well, I haven't heard of it, so...
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you got to think back of financial innovations the last 20 years. I think of just cell phones as an example. You know, the first one I had was this big, you know, and all it did was make phone calls. That's it. And now you have a computer in your hand, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in the financial industry. We're still doing the same thing, you know, that we were doing 30 years ago. A lot of the same old methodology of like buy and hold and just hang on, it's going to be okay. So we now have some technology that helps us to protect our clients, but also give the upside of the market as well. So that's I guess, you know, the difference of, you know, the fifth myth really is just focusing on stop believing, you know, something that may not be true.
Okay, so I mean, you talk about innovations. Now, what innovations are there that aren't that risky?
Well, I mean, there's products that, you know, some people, they're either taking too much risk or they're not taking enough. Right, so it's not always too much risk. There's people that have money in CDs because they're afraid to invest in the stock market.
Okay, so being scared.
Right, right, and so there's some things that you can that help protect you on the downside, but also give you some upside potential that have fixed potential, so you're not going to lose your money. But even in the market, we have something called Wealth Guard that we use that our clients get peace of mind from knowing that if the market does collapse and it's 50% drop, they have a downside protection there, a limit.
Yeah, I want to talk. We briefly mentioned this last week.
Right.
But what exactly? How does it?
Right. So it's kind of like an alert system, an alarm system that lets you know that you agreed. Hey, I'm very conservative. I want to get out at 7.5%. I want to protect my profits. And so instead of, you know, when do I wait? Do I wait till it goes down 50%? And so it's, you know, protect tens of thousands of dollars potentially, and you don't have to make that emotional decision.
Okay. Now, is this something that's newer? Is this kind of a newer innovation?
It is newer, yep. And so that's the same thing we're talking about, right? You know, 20 years ago it wasn't around. And so now it's giving people more peace of mind knowing that they can get out there and maybe I take a little more risk because I have something there to help you know, limit my downside. Which
is so interesting. I mean, obviously we see the technologies of phones and things that affect us.
Cars that drive automatically.
Exactly, but a lot of times people don't realize that on the financial side, things are growing and we're learning more things and everything's kind of improving in a way. So if somebody wants to learn a little bit more about the retirement myths that we have gone over the past few weeks, how do they find out more information on that?
Well, they can call the office, and we are giving a book away, and we want our clients to be educated, so we give it to them to read, and they can. It's a little sometimes easier to read through, you know, the book, and it's short. And then they come in for a free consultation, and we'd be able to help them see where they are in the picture. Are you taking too much risk, or are you not taking enough?
And you said it's for a free consultation.
Right, exactly.
That's great. So you come in and you're just kind of learning where you're at with your finances. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, and then you guys will help them plan what to do from there.
Yeah, we do a comprehensive financial plan if they want to look at every area of taxes to, you know, the investments, insurances, estate planning, whatever their situation is. Some people don't need that, right? But whatever their needs are.
Perfect. And if you guys want to find their website, just go to financialplanningva.com. Thanks so much for coming in. Wrapped up our 5 retirement myths. If you guys want to recap, we will have them on daytimeblueridge.com.